Alright guys, so I got a ton of questions and I kind of had an idea already that this video is going to be kind of long and it's really long, so if you actually watch all of it, I will personally say that you are awesome. Pat on the back to you. If I had one wish, it would be to eat as much junk food as I want and to stay thin because, let's be real, that's like the total package of life, just to stuff your face and not have to worry about weight. I think it was, okay, I made this, like, Wolf AMV. I had, like, the story basically plotted out, like, really roughly plotted out. And I just decided to remodel every character, and the designs of Willow and Olive, which is what their names used to be, really didn't appeal to me. A lot of what I've seen focuses, like TV shows and movies and stuff, they focus on like brotherly bonds, and I just kind of love the theme. I got lots of inspiration from other things like the Vampire Diaries, Stefan and Damon. I got lots of inspiration from that because I just thought the whole brotherly bond sort of thing was really cool. And you know, Blood Sisters isn't a thing, so guess it worked out for me. Good way to promote your own series. If you mean like to get it out there, like so people can hear about it and stuff, I don't really know. I guess just the best way to promote your own series is to make it good and likable so people see this and they're like unique. So people see it and they're just like, hey, this is really cool. This is good. I like this. It's different and it's awesome, so I'm going to tell my friends about it. Like, that's honestly, in my opinion, the best way to get something around is for people to like it and share it. So make it unique, work hard on it, and then it just kind of promotes itself, you know? Some good motivation tactics. If you know me, I've said this a few times before, my motivation is all over the place. I will be like completely motivated one day and the other I'm like, oh, I can't do this. So really I have to get like in the mood to do something, and then once I do, I like, bam, it's gonna be finished. Till it is, I'm not gonna eat or sleep or do anything else. So I guess it just really has to do with your personality, so I don't really know a good way to get motivated, but for me, I just kind of like, I acknowledge the fact that I have to do something, and then I just kind of go with it. It's not really anything I do, but I don't know. Like what you do, I guess that's a good motivation. A huge source of motivation for me is people liking what I do. Like, I see all these people that really enjoy Blood Brothers. I get all these, like, this positive feedback. People seem interested. They're always like, oh my gosh, when's the next episode or something like that. And that, honestly, is just that's a huge source of motivation for me. I'm a people pleaser. I love making people happy. I love when people are happy with I do. It makes me happy. So that's a big reason why I stay committed to Blood Brothers, and people like it, so I like it, you know? I have actually been officially animating since like 2012, but then I kind of like lost interest in it and recently got back into it about a year ago, I'd say last summer. And I personally love like adding cool movements and planning out what I'm going to do, thinking about like the movements and the pans and zooms and all that fun stuff. And I really hate adding audio and cutting audio, cropping it, all that kind of blah stuff. I eat a lot and do squats. Can't believe I'm actually answering this question. I do not use a mouse to draw. I use a tablet. If I used a mouse, I would die. I cannot draw with a mouse. And the type of tablet I use is a Wacom Intuos Pro, I think. Yeah. 6. As much as you would hate to hear it, is honestly just practice. Like, if you keep trying at what you do, you're going to get better. You get techniques from other people, that's okay, as long as you don't totally rip someone off. I hate when people do that. It makes me want to wring their necks like towels. But as long as you're really into what you do and you try hard and you just, like, experiment with stuff, find what you like, you will gradually get better. Even if you don't notice it, you will get better. Dagger, I love animating Dagger. And my favorite episode to work on is, even though you guys haven't seen much of it, episode 5, it's a ton of fun to work on. I'm sorry it's taking so long, but I picked out like a bunch of music that I've had planned since like episode 1, and it's really cool to finally like, I have all this cool stuff. I like it, okay? Any character based on anyone you know in real life. I would say not real life, but I've based some characters off of like just different personalities, like archetypes almost. I try to make Cobalt like the hero that's kind of like sarcastic a bit, like not too serious, because I hate when shows just have this boring, bland, I'm a hero, I'm good completely. Like, you could dig a little deeper. It's not that I couldn't get motivated to do one. I could probably finish one in a few days, and I would like to. It's just, I feel like MEP parts and Blood Brothers and like PMV parts and stuff like that fill up most of my time, and it's hard to find like a song that I'm really like, this, I want to animate to this, I want to do something with this. If I find one, I will totally do it, but at the moment I can't. Like, I need to be able to find one and think, yeah, I'm gonna do this before I can do it. I've actually never tried Chipotle, but if it's just Mexican food, I mean, I love Mexican food, so probably. The basic plot, which is at like this point, I had Cobalt loses his leg from actually it was a dog attack. And then I just kind of built up with that. Like, I had this idea and I was like, hey, let me make a story behind them. They're two pups wandering around on their own. Why not put a purpose to that? Their mom dies, their dad left them. And I just kind of like took that one moment and like built a story around it. I don't really know if that's what you're supposed to do when writing, but that's kind of what happened. For the basic plot of Blood Brothers, and by that I mean like Iris passing away with disease, like the beginning stuff. I actually got that from when I made the Wolf AMV that I originally made. I just decided to go with the lyrics, and so I made Iris sick, and I made Slate leave, and it just kind of stuck, you know? I've had some people tell me that it reminds them of Full Metal Alchemist, and I totally agree. I got into it a little bit after that, and I realized that, but that wasn't why I did that. It was from the song, as unoriginal and boring as it sounds, instead of just saying, I got inspiration from, yeah, I just went with the lyrics, but, and their names, I tried to put meaning behind them. I Googled, like, Earth-related names. I really liked Cobalt, because I thought that was cool. Aiden means, I think, little fire. I thought that was adorable, because he's kind of like, you know, he's Aiden. The position of daddy has already been fulfilled by Regalia. She's my daddy. What is my favorite animated series at the moment? I honestly don't really watch that many animated series. Yeah, I'm not into the whole cliche magic or wolf pack plot or something, so I know that I don't. This sounds really bad on my part. Where's the one place you want to go to the most? Canada seems really cool. I'm gonna say Canada. Canada's nice. There's nothing wrong in Canada. Everything's happy in Canada. I will be making 2 possibly other animated series. I Can Be Your Mom. I will adopt you right now. I didn't think I animated fast, but then I saw like some other people and I've been told I animate fast, so I really don't know. I didn't think it was that fast. Like I said before, I don't really watch that many animated series, and what's the worst thing to do in a series? Oh god, don't get me started. If you don't know how to write grammatically correct, don't write at all, because it makes me want to scoop my eyes out with a spoon. When people throw in a bunch of unnecessary characters and don't develop them, that really bugs me too. Oh, and rushed plots. No one likes that. This isn't fan fiction. Like, get with it. I'm actually not that into anime, but the only one that I have seen and liked is Full Metal Alchemist, and I love Ed, so, but Alphonse is also my cinnamon roll, so you know. My favorite, Cobalt or Aiden? I'd say Cobalt, because I can relate better to him. And my favorite Pokemon is either Bulbasaur or Nidorino. Although I have nothing against it, I'm really not into the whole furry thing. If you haven't noticed, I don't usually draw anything anthro. My characters usually don't wear clothes, and I'm not into the whole fursona, fursuit, anything like that. And, do I ever get sad? I mean, I guess, but my personality, I'm, like, really, like, bubbly and emotional, like, mood swingy. So if I'm ever sad, it'll be about for 10 minutes, and then I'll get over it, so. I would be more than glad to show you some of my very crappy animations from back in the day, and I'm going to show them right now in the background. If you're not cringing right now, you should be. Alright guys, that's it. I'm so sorry if I didn't answer your question. I got way too many. This video is already so long. It's longer than any video of just me talking should be. So yeah, thanks a ton, and that's it. Bye guys.